All right, what's up, everyone? The NFL playoffs are upon us. This is me and Christian's first full season doing this. Has been one hell of a year, and we are excited for Wildcard weekend. So big news. We'll start with some news today, and then we'll get into our picks. Out of Tuscaloosa, Nick Saban has retired. I know this isn't a college show, but we're gonna mention it. Um, what a curveball there, Christian. What do you think about that? Oh boy. Rich, get the hell out of here with that nonsense. Big news on the sports landscape here. Yeah, so Nick Saban's retired. He was an NFL coach. So we'll mention it here. Um, Jesus Christ, on the hop right here. So we got that. We have Pete Carroll. Is I don't know if it's him stepping down or if it's the Seahawks firing him, but it seems like it's a firing to me. But he's in some type of analyst role of moving forward with the Seattle Seahawks. Um, Vrabel's fired. That was stupid by Tennessee, I would say. Who am I missing right now? There's
You got Arthur Smith that got fired.
oh yeah, of course, the Falcons, yeah.
Right, so yeah, Arthur Smith got fired. Pete Carroll got fired.
Said that, yeah, Vrabel.
The Pete Carroll one's weird. The Vrabel one's weird. The Vrabel one makes no sense to me whatsoever.
Yeah, he's such a good coach. I mean, he was out there playing with Ryan Tannehill and Will Levis.
I mean,
Ryan Tannehill for the majority of his
Yeah.
his entire tenure.
it's
Taking
just
that team
so
to the
crazy.
playoffs, beating Tom Brady one time. He's whoever gets him as a head coach. I mean that's a gift, especially if they have a quarterback in line. So like maybe the Chargers.
See, this is what I was thinking, and this is me being biased and being a Falcons fan as well. But he loves having a great run game. He would love to step into a Bijan Robinson, give him the reins on the draft. He gets a brand new quarterback. He has all these weapons. He gets to, and I think the Falcons. I don't know if they fired what Buddy's name, the GM, but if he's not out,
Terry Frank. No, he's still there. Yeah.
I still think his seat's pretty hot right now. So if you get him out and you say, "Hey, Vrabel, we'll bring in whatever GM you want."
Rich, I agree with that. If the Pats job opens up, I think he goes there.
100%, 100%. If the Pat's job opens up and they offer it to him, I mean, he's gone for sure. But if not, I want Ben Johnson personally as a Falcons fan. Give me Ben Johnson or give me death. I want Ben Johnson with those weapons. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. But yeah, Vrabel getting fired was insane. It's kind of crazy to look back and say, hey, what was the reason that he got fired? I mean, the whole AJ Brown situation with him not wanting to give away AJ Brown, the GM just trading him away for basically a packet of ketchup. It just doesn't make any sense to me. The problems there were not Vrabel at all. They were the exact opposite of Vrabel. The only good parts of that team were Vrabel. They're the only reason that they only didn't win 2 games this year, in my opinion. Because they are not, that roster is not stacked and the talent is not there. So, yeah, crazy. And then the Pete Carroll one.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think that
Rich,
was a step down?
Rich, if you're on here, share this live.
Yeah.
Let's get the group message rolling. Get the people in. Yeah, but anyways, Colm, bunch of things happening in the NFL with coaching changes, but it's wild card weekend, so let's get into it.
Wild card weekend. Let's hop into it. And we got a little different setup here. We're gonna kind of just go through the games and then we'll recap our picks at the end. But yeah, first game we got on Saturday at 4:30. We got the Browns versus Texans. Cleveland -2.5. And I believe, let me pull up the over-under. But yeah, Cleveland minus 2.5. I'm not touching the over-under, whatever it is, because it's just that's gonna be a weird over-under to take. This could be a very low-scoring game. This could be a very high-scoring game. I could really see it going either way. But love Cleveland minus 2.5. That's gonna be one of my picks of the week. Is Cleveland minus 2.5. That's just gonna be. I mean, that defense against a rookie quarterback, it's just screaming, take me, take me. It seems like a bait pick, but I'm taking the bait minus 2.5. I mean, give me that. Give me Cleveland. I think that they have a real chance, and this is going to sound crazy, but I really do think they have a real chance of winning the Super Bowl, which would be insane. But what you got on this one, Troy?
Yeah, Rich, Rich. I'm looking at Rich in the chat. Christian, I totally agree with you. They have a real chance of winning the Super Bowl.
It's crazy to say.
So, lock of the week, give me the Cleveland Browns minus 2.5. Lock it in. We're getting at a good number. The number, I believe, opened at 3.5, 3, depending on the books. Come down to 2.5. We'll take that all day. Listen, rookie quarterbacks do not perform well in the playoffs. That's just what happens. And we're getting C.J. Stroud, first playoff game. I know he's a dog. He's great. But that Cleveland defense is for real. And defense in the playoffs is a little bit different than a defense in the regular season. And I believe the Browns smoked them a couple weeks ago. I know CJ wasn't playing, but still smoked them. DeMeco Ryans is not going to leave that Texans job to go deal with NIL and recruiting. I don't think he has a give me the Browns. Give me Joe Flacco. This is 2013 Joe Flacco. And we're riding with those boys. Lock of the week, Browns minus 2.5.
Love it, love it. And that over-under is 44.5. Once again, I kind of knew it was going to be that 42 to 45 number. Not going to touch that. That's just kind of there's nothing sharp on that at all. 60% of the public is on us, though, with Cleveland at Houston. Yeah,
public's been hot this year. I
will say, public's been hot.
Best year the public's had ever, I believe. So we'll ride with the public on this one.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. Just for shits and gigs, I just got a notification that someone added a bet Georgia to win the national championship next year after the Nick Saban news. Just throw that out there since I know Brennan's
what are the odds on that?
Live. It's like plus 500 or something.
Plus 500. Yeah, I like it. But yeah, let's hop into this next one. We got Miami at Kansas City. This is gonna be a weird one, guys. This is cold game.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a lot of running the football. I think it's gonna be like 10 degrees. Could be snowing as well. I've heard. Even if it's not snowing, you know that ground is gonna be hard as a rock, and everyone's hands are gonna be cold as shit. Not be able to throw the ball. It's just gonna be a nightmare for Miami. That's the reason that I think that this is at -4. They don't want to give you that 3.5 number and let you buy it down all the way to 3 with just a half-point buy. I think that at -4, I don't really see a lot of value either way. They know that Patrick Mahomes doesn't cover over a field goal. That's why they put it 1 point over. And also Miami, the way they've been playing and all the injuries they're dealing with, they got a free agency starting defense right now, basically. Everyone they've picked up that's starting on their defense, they got them in past 3 weeks, it seems like. Miami's super hurt. Kansas City doesn't like to cover these weird numbers that are 4. I could see this being a field goal game. No plays on this one. I'm going to love to watch it, but I do like Kansas City money line, and it is Kansas City in the playoffs, but I'm not touching the spread.
Yeah, so Christian, this line actually opened at like 3, and now has moved up all the way to 4.5
because of the weather.
So the books were 100% because of the weather. So Tua in the cold. Okay, let's think about this. From Hawaii, played all of his games in the hot weather in Hawaii in high school. Played at Alabama. Never had to play a cold game in his life at Alabama. Gets drafted by Miami, and then in the NFL, you got to go play some cold games sometimes, right? Jets or
playing in February.
Exactly. So Tua's against the spread record and just straight up wins and losses in the cold is like, I think he's won like maybe one game or something. It's really bad. He does not play well in the cold, which is why you've seen this number go up from 3 to 4.5. But I will say this: the Chiefs have not looked like the Chiefs on offense, and I'm getting 4.5 points with this Dolphins team. It's really hard for me to pass. I don't think they're going to win the game, but 4.5 points is a lot of points when you're in the playoffs, especially when the game is like this, when it's going to be really cold. I believe it's going to be a low-scoring game, and I can see the Chiefs winning this game by 3 to 4 points. I would take the 4.5. It's not going to be an official play for me, but if I had to lean away, it would definitely be on the Dolphins. I just think I'm getting too many points, too much value there. I know we're in the cold weather, but I think we take the shot here and lay the points with Miami.
Love it. Yeah, I can't disagree with you there. The biggest thing that scares me too, though, with the Miami kind of take is these boys have been getting beat up week after week, and also Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce just sat last week, so they're coming off. They're going to be fresh this week, and they're going to be hungry. In the playoffs, it's just like Tom Brady. I feel like Patrick Mahomes is our modern day Tom Brady, and Travis Kelce is our modern day.
Don't disrespect Tom Brady like that.
Easy. Don't disrespect Patrick Mahomes like that. I mean, might get him some more, for sure.
But he ain't getting one this year. I can tell you that.
Don't put him out. Don't put him out. But I mean, the biggest thing too is them coming off rest.
Stop it.
And then also them coming off rest, and then also them just having that mindset of like, hey, like, where are those guys?
Rich is a Tom Brady fan. Now he's on the Patrick Mahomes train.
Oh man. But yeah, just them being the GOATs of their position, possibly, knowing what they have done in the playoffs. Going against the GOATs here, I don't think I can do it. Okay. But let's hop into this next one here, because you already know I got to pick on this next one, Troy. Come on now. Pittsburgh Steelers, baby, going to Buffalo.
Oh God, I'll start this, and you can finish it. I don't want to play on this one. T.J. Watt's not playing, and for some reason the Steelers cannot win with T.J. Watt not playing. So 10 points is a lot of points. I wouldn't touch it. Because I can see the Steelers getting blowed out, but I can also see them playing a group like one of those Steelers fashion games where it's like 17-13 and they lose, right? I could see something like that. Just too many variables for me, so I'm going to pass on this one. But Buffalo's winning this game no matter what.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be too sure, buddy. Pittsburgh. Hey. You know what Pittsburgh does good? You know what Mike Tomlin's teams do good? They play great in the cold weather. Oh, shit. We got a blackout on Troy's side here.
Something just happened over here.
But yeah, man. Give me Pittsburgh plus 10, baby. Pittsburgh plus 10. I'm going to say this while Troy's gone away from this headset, so he can't hear me taking this pick right now.
No, sorry. My little ring light just like went out on me. That was weird.
Oh, no.
But we're back, baby. We're back.
We can't have the ring light failing now. But, yeah, give me Pittsburgh plus 10. Over under 36.5. There's a reason. This game is going to be cold, right? Buffalo, 28th ranked run defense. What has Pittsburgh been doing great the last 2 weeks? Running the football. Najee Harris looked like the Najee Harris of old last week. He's going to be coming into this game against the 28th rush-ranked defense in cold weather. Pittsburgh plays good in cold weather. We don't have T.J. Watt. That fucking sucks dick. But, you know, doesn't matter. We're still possibly could win this game. That's all I'm going to say.
I mean, Rich has a point. I keep mixing y'all up for some reason.
Now we're taking Pitt. Come on, Rich. We don't go with the square plays around here. Buffalo minus 21. What the hell is that? When has Buffalo covered a big spread this year, Troy?
It's 10, and they've covered some big spreads.
How many?
This year.
No, they haven't, because I've taken all of them. I've taken all their minus 12.5s, their 10.5s, and guess what? Every time I've taken it, it fucking does not cash. Because Buffalo,
the Raiders off the top of my head.
Raiders in Miami, but that Miami wasn't a big spread. That was a 3-point spread.
Hey, I can tell you who had Buffalo in that game and who had Miami.
I didn't have Miami.
Yes, you did.
No, I did not. Our guest had Miami.
Oh, the guest had Miami.
Yeah,
that was Brennan. Yeah, that's right.
I said I leaned Miami, but no. Pittsburgh plus 10. Pittsburgh sprinkle a little bit on that money line. Just trust your boy. Pittsburgh could upset Buffalo.
Sprinkle a little bit on that money line.
Pittsburgh could upset Buffalo. That's all I'm saying.
Get out of here with that. Not in Buffalo. This isn't in Pittsburgh. This is in Buffalo.
But the pressure that Pittsburgh has is like, I can't believe we made the fucking playoffs this year. Holy shit, we got Mason Rudolph playing quarterback right now.
Exactly.
Guess what? Mason Rudolph just guaranteed a spot in the NFL.
The game ended. The game ended last week when the matchup was announced.
Listen, I'm not saying that they're for sure gonna win, but I think it's gonna be a 7-point game at least. I think Pittsburgh comes out, plays well. Buffalo has not looked that great all year. They've had a couple bright spots, but other than that, they can't stop the run. Love Pittsburgh in this spot. Just seems like the numbers are way too big. Buffalo does not cover these big numbers. But let's hop into this next one. We got Green Bay at Dallas. Green Bay plus 7.5. And then we got an over-under of 50.5. I really wanted to take Green Bay plus 7.5 here. I just couldn't, man. Because this is Dallas at home. We know what Dallas does at home. They dominate teams. Green Bay looked really good last week against Chicago. Chicago has a pretty good defense, but not a Cowboys defense. And you're going to have Micah Parsons breathing down your neck all night. On the road, I'm staying away from this one, but I would probably lean, honestly, the Cowboys minus 7.5 at home, just because I can't trust Green Bay with only 7 points on the road, and after what Cowboys did to the Commanders on the road last week, I mean, it seems like they're clicking right now. So, you got anything on this one, Troy?
Yeah. So, the number was the number opened at minus 7.
Mm-hmm.
It moved in the favor of Dallas, got to 7.5. In my mind, that thinks the book is trying to get you to take Green Bay with that 7.5 because the hook's there.
Yeah.
Dallas is at home. They're a great home team. We love Dallas at home. They blow out teams at home. I think they'll be ready to play. Give me Dallas minus 7.5 as one of my plays. This is going to be a regular play for me, 1 unit.
Love it.
I don't see how Green Bay can keep up. Jordan Love, he's been okay this year, but I don't see him doing much in this game, especially on the road in Dallas. Playoff game, playoff atmosphere. They have a chance to actually win this thing this year. That crowd's gonna be rocking. Yeah, so give me Dak, give me CD and the boys, minus 7.5.
Love it. Yeah, just that's a crazy one. That's a crazy one. But honestly, I think you're gonna cash that one, honestly, just because I think Green Bay has been playing so well. I just don't think that they got enough juice left in them to beat Dallas. Let's hop into this next one. I think this is game of the week for sure. This is going to be the most watched game for sure. This is going to be an insane, just storybook game.
Oh, buddy.
Los Angeles Rams at Detroit.
I'm excited for this one.
Rams plus 3. Over under
3.5. 3.5.
Well, now it's at 3. Opened at 3.5.
Well, it was at 3.5 this morning, but I'm. Anyways, go
it's
ahead.
Probably 3, and it's probably 3 on some books, 3.5. Because on my book, it's probably 3.5. To be honest with you, usually mine's in favor of the underdog. But yeah, I honestly love the Rams plus 3.5. I mean, Matt Stafford coming back to Detroit for the first time since he's left. This has gotten Detroit Lions heartbreak written all over it. Love the Rams in the spot. It's not going to be one of my weekly plays. I almost subbed it out for the Pittsburgh play, but we got to ride with Pittsburgh on Wildcard weekend at plus 10. Crazy something crazy has got to happen this weekend. I think it's going to be on Pittsburgh's side, hopefully. But yeah, Rams, Detroit, love the Rams. Probably still going to take them plus 3.5 if it's still there. But yeah, just, oh man, God, Lions are so good. But this is going to be such a good game.
Listen, the Lions are a great football team.
At home, too.
Jared Goff has been playing really well this year. Love Dan Campbell. I mean, St. Brown, awesome team. I don't give a fuck. Give me the Rams plus 3.5 all day. Matthew Stafford's coming back in the building.
Oh my God.
They're banning there's some type of ban campaign to ban people wearing Matthew Stafford's jersey in Detroit this weekend. Kelly Stafford's all involved. That's Matthew Stafford's wife. She's on Twitter getting all involved
on her podcast.
Like, we've done nothing but good things for Detroit. We love Detroit. Not sure why they're disrespecting him like that. Blah blah blah. Yeah, Matthew's gonna be ready to play. He's got Cooper. He's got Puka. That offense will be rolling, and that defense can't stop anybody. So yeah, give me the Rams plus 3.5.
Love it. But yeah, I'm right there with you. I mean, this is such a legacy game for Matt Stafford, but this could also be. I could also see this being like, hey, I saw this somewhere. It was so funny. Obviously, this wouldn't happen, but it was just a funny scenario. Someone was like, what if Matt Stafford, 4th and 10, 23-21, he's down 2, he's on his own 30, drops back, fumbles, takes a knee, puts the ball on the ground, takes off his jersey, takes off his pads, walks out, points at Detroit and retires. And that's the way he goes out. Just giving the Detroit Lions a playoff win and just giving them a late Christmas gift.
Matthew Stafford's been here before. Super Bowl champion Matthew Stafford. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, and we'll end it here and we'll go to the next one. Back in when they won the Super Bowl 2021, they were plus 3.5.
Fuck you, Harrison.
They were plus 3.5 against the Tampa Bay Bucks. Okay, you remember this game? That's Tom Brady's Bucks after the year after they won the Super Bowl.
Right.
They go up like 28-7 or 28-3. I don't even remember. They were up a lot. Tom Brady leads a comeback for the ages again, like they're playing the Falcons. Tie the ball game up, and Matthew Stafford makes the throw of the century to Cooper Kupp to go kick that field goal to win the game. Same type of situation here. They're 3.5 plus 3.5 against a really good football team, considered to some people the better football team. Matthew Stafford will have the boys ready. 3.5. I should have made. You know what? Fuck it, Christian. I'm changing this. Lock of the week: Rams plus 3.5.
Oh, you changed it.
I was too fired up about it. So Cleveland's going to go to a 1-unit play. This Rams game will be a 2-unit play.
All right, bet.
And hey, boys, we know how the lock of the week's been for me. I ended the season, I believe it was 13-5 on lock of the weeks because I lost last week.
Nice. Yeah, I'm just gonna enjoy this game. I'm just gonna enjoy it. I have no reason to take anything on this game. I'm gonna let you ride on that one. But this next game, Philadelphia at Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay plus 3, over under a 43.5. Looks like 57% of the public is on Philly. 43% of the public is on Tampa Bay. Lock of the week here.
Oh Lord.
Give me the Meagles -3 against this dog shit fucking Buccaneers team that snuck into the playoffs. Love Baker. Love what they're doing at Tampa. Great for them. They made the playoffs. They were projected last in the division. Great for them. Guess what? This is the most pissed off Philadelphia has been all year. If Philadelphia honestly needed anything to give them a chance to win the Super Bowl this year, was what just happened the past 3 weeks. Just total embarrassment. And then just to top it all off, they get fucking blown out by the Giants to end the year. They do not want to leave out on that. They are going to stomp on this Bucs. Did you see that video of all the players? Like Coach Sirianni was announcing all the players that made the Pro Bowl. I mean, dude, he was announcing names and the camera would switch to their face, and every single one of them just fucking pissed.
They're ready to roll.
Just ready to roll. Just not happy at all with how the last 3 weeks have been. They have good leaders in this locker room, and that's what I love to see. They're like, hey, it's fucking playoff. It's a new season now. If you guys want to fucking win a Super Bowl once in your career, this is the only chance you got possibly. So let's go fucking get it. And I love Philly -3. I think they're going to absolutely stomp on Tampa Bay at home. Tampa Bay they play decent at home. They're not really like one of those teams that's like, oh, they're at home, they're definitely winning. They've taken a good amount of L's at the house. So Philly -3. Love that. Lock of the week, 2 units. Give it all to me.
Mm-hmm.
Give it all
Yeah,
to me.
Christian, I'll back you on that. It's not an official play for me, but I like everything you said there. You kind of got me fired up when you were talking about the Pro Bowl conference or whatever.
That shit fired
Yeah,
me
I
up.
don't see.
That's
Hey,
why I took it.
Baker's hurt as well. So
They looked
a little
so
banged
bad
up.
last week.
He looked really bad last week. I can see the Eagles just coming out and handling business really, really quick.
Yeah, and you're giving me a -3 spread just because they're on the road and been playing bad the past 3 weeks. I love it. I
Yeah,
mean, the
I
talent
like you. You talked me
difference.
into that.
Yeah, I love it, man. I
Love
love it.
that.
But yeah, man, that's all the games we got. I got one more thing before the show ends. Ben Johnson, please, please come to Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Leave Detroit. We got better weapons than them. We can get a better quarterback than them in this draft. We got Drake London. We got fucking Kyle Pitts. We got Bijan Robinson. We got Tyler Algier. Come on, man. Come to the Falcons.
Better weapons is a stretch. They got the best tight end in football this season. They got Jahmyr Gibbs, Montgomery, Ahmad St. Brown, who's better than any receiver on the Falcons. So I think that was a bit of a stretch with
I don't think
with
that's
that comment.
I don't think that's a stretch at all. I mean, if you don't think that Kyle Pitts is better than Sam Laporta, you're just wrong. You're just wrong. What are you talking about? I mean, if you give him the fucking ball, he's a fucking Pro Bowl.
Read that. Sam Laporta is way better than Kyle Pitts, but read that comment.
Yeah, I fucking read it. Yeah, ha ha ha, Harry, ha ha ha. Good one, buddy. Good one, buddy. Kirby to the Falcons. Don't even do that. I don't even know how I'd feel about that. It'd be so bittersweet.
That would be terrible. I would probably cry.
It'd probably honestly just be bitter because he'd probably go to the Falcons and fucking suck somehow and not win games still. And
yeah, well, all right, boys. Well, hey, we appreciate you hopping on the live. This is Wildcard weekend. Playoffs are starting. Let's get hot, Christian, and let's ride this thing out. Thanks, boys.
Peace. All right.